Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Celia would like to introduce you to Joseph Dolph. It won't take you long to work out that Joseph Dolph has very little idea what he's talking about. Not that that's unusual in Scamland, especially amongst orthopaedic, surgeon, military doctors. Hello, he said. How are you doing? Hi, good evening, said Celia. How are you doing, he asked. Hope all's well with you. I'm fine, thanks, she said the following morning. I don't recognise your name. Have we met? Not really, he said. We're yet to get to know each other. Nice meet you here. Oh, OK, said Celia. That explains why I didn't recognise you. OK, I see, he said. What are you doing today? I'm on my way to work right now, she said. What are you doing today? OK, he said. You're doing OK, said Celia. Is that all you have to say? But it wasn't, so our man launched into his story. I am a military surgeon physician, currently here in Saudi Arabia on a contract with USA MAG here in Saudi Arabia. My main field is paediatric orthopaedic surgery, sports medicine, hand surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle surgery, orthopaedic oncology, bone tumour, spine surgery and orthopaedic trauma. My goodness, this man must have spent about 40 years in medical school, I reckon. But I have less than 2 months to fulfil my contract and go home, because it's not a question of adding years to life. You know this one, ladies and gentlemen, but adding life to years. I'm looking forward to the end of the contract so I can leave camp and focus on building my family. That's my main reason for reaching out to you. I'm employed by USA MAG, the United States Army Military Assistance Group in Saudi Arabia, located in Redstone Arsenal, Alabama. It's a security cooperation organisation under the Army Material Command, AMC. Not always on here, he tried. Can we text on WhatsApp or Google Chat? That will make our conversation easy and lovely. I really wish to know you better. Hopefully we go a long way from here. Are you married? That was quite a speech, said Celia, giving him her email address. Why are you in Saudi? I'm a military surgeon doctor, presently here in Saudi Arabia on a contract with the USAMG here in Saudi Arabia. My main area is, you know all these. I treat wounded soldiers who were attacked. Why do the wounded soldiers need a paediatric orthopaedic surgeon? Asked Celia. Not only the military I carry on treatment for, he said. I also carry on treatment to the good citizens, but officials and assigned here for the United States military. Can I add you up on Google Chat now? Are you here? It seems you're busy. I was just making myself a drink, said Celia. I'll be going to bed soon. Didn't I give you my email address? Don't you have a Google Chat app on your cell phone, he asked. What kind of question is that, said Celia. Why do you think I gave you my email? OK, he said. So you could use it as your screensaver. OMG, he said. Are you upset? OMG, replied Celia. Aren't you reading what I'm typing? LOL, you're funny, he said. I like you. I will text you on Google Chat once I'm out of the OR. Oh, are you doing an operation? Asked Celia. Taking care of my medical patients, he said. What does OR mean? She asked. I assumed it meant operating room. Yes, you're right, he said. So you are doing an operation? That will be tomorrow, by God's grace. Why are you in the operating room if you aren't doing an operation? She asked. Well, obviously, a man had no idea what he was talking about. I went in to see my conscious medical patients, he said. We'll be right back in a few minutes, OK? Why are they in the operating room still, asked Celia. Shouldn't they be under anaesthetic if they're having an operation? That's my department, he said, so I have to be there to see how things is going on. I'm not the only surgeon doctor over here. That doesn't explain why your patients are in the operating room if they aren't having an operation, said Celia. How many patients can you fit into one operating room? Not patients, patient, he said. OK, sorry about that now. I see your point. Just one patient. Why is there even a single patient in the operating room if they aren't having an operation? She asked. Isn't that a risk to the sterile environment? I'm off to bed, so you can think of an answer before tomorrow. That man did. The other surgeons are carrying out operation, so it was an emergency, so I have to be there, he said. OK, said a resigned Celia. Good morning, beautiful Celia. How was your night? I text you on Google Chat. And indeed, over on Google Chat, our man said, "Hello, how are you doing? Happy to find you here." And he sent her a photograph of a man. "Hi again," she said. "I'm just on my morning break, so I have a few minutes to chat." "Okay, when are your off days?" he asked. "What do you do? Text me when you're free, okay? I'll be here for you, always." "Hi again," she said. "I'm an administrator in the admissions department of Durham University. I work Monday to Friday. Sorry I missed you earlier. I'm on my lunch break now, but I have a meeting at 1:30 p.m. UK time." "That's so lovely. Great profession," he said. "Okay, let's text when you're free. Can we share pictures?" "Hello again," said Celia that evening. "Hi," he said, "I'm here. How's your day going?" "I've just been doing some cleaning," said Celia. "How's your day going?" "That good. My day was so lovely," he said. "What did you do?" asked Celia. "Waiting for your pictures," he said. "That doesn't make sense," said Celia. "Why was your day so lovely?" "My day is lovely because I'm in good health. Also, my patients are responding to treatment, so that makes me happier." "That sounds good," said Celia. "I'm sure your patients appreciate your ministrations." "Yes, of course," he said. "Do you live alone?" "Didn't I tell you that my son lives in Australia?" replied Celia. "I haven't asked you where you live, have I?" "You don't tell me," he said. "No, I didn't. Sorry. My son is 30, and he lives in Sydney in Australia with his girlfriend. I live in Durham in the northeast of England." "Wow! That's nice." "Oh," said Celia, "do you know Durham?" "From Sacramento, California. I was born and raised in Spain. My mother is from Spain." You know, that complicated birth story to explain the fact that they don't have an American accent if they happen to call you. "Where did you grow up in Spain?" she asked. "Barcelona," he said. "How long have you been in Saudi?" she asked. Our man, of course, had one of those copy and paste paragraphs, and he felt that now was the right time to copy and paste it. "I lost my wife 14 years ago when giving birth to my second child. It was so painful then, but with God I trust it, in past now and hoping for present future. I am really interested to build a lovely strong family with great foundation. I am a family-oriented man. I love family a lot. I want to love again and also be loved. I found more interest in you. You are so beautiful and attractive. I love your hair and also love your profile. I am a happy man. I'm happy. I care for others and that keep me strong and get more blessings from God," said our man, who apparently didn't know where to put a full stop. "Where did you attend medical school?" asked Celia. If you're looking at the screen, you can see that our man copied and pasted the next line. "Harvard Medical School," he said. "Where do you attend your high school?" "Durham." "Where did you attend your high school?" she said. Again, our man copied and pasted. "Aquinas American School," he said. "Where's that?" asked Celia. "Spain," he said. "Are you in a relationship?" "Yes," said Celia. "Where in Spain? Why is it so hard to get you to give me a proper answer? I told you straight away where I went to school. I expect the same courtesy in return, please. Just FYI, you used to live in Barcelona." "My mother is from Barcelona and was a teacher in Aquinas American School located in Madrid," he said. "So you've decided you lived in Madrid, not Barcelona, or did you just commute to school each day?" "Yes, I did return to California to meet my daddy when I was 16 years old. Since then I've lived all my life in American." "That doesn't answer the question, Celia. Did you live in Madrid, or did you drive to school in Barcelona every day?" Obviously she meant from Barcelona every day. "It's a boarding school," he said. "Okay," replied Celia. "Are you in a relationship?" he asked. "No. You said you'd be finishing in Saudi soon. How long have you been there?" "Just a month," he said. "Can I have your picture now?" "That's a very short contract," said Celia. 3 months. For some reason, I thought he'd told her he'd been there for 2 months. I don't think he did. "Hardly worth travelling all that way," she continued. "My picture's on Facebook. Where were you working before you went to Saudi?" "I was working in the state before I was stationed here. I have worked in hospitals under the USA MAG before I was offered here. I have really been around due to my work. Now I await my retirement and then settle down." "You must have been to some interesting places," she said. "Yes, interesting. Great experience. Have you been to American before?" "What about your hobbies?" "American what? We have an American burger place in Durham," she said. "Interesting," said our man. "Have you been to United States before?" "No," she replied. "Oh, okay. Have you been to England, she asked. Yes, been to London. For work, she asked. I was there for the conference meeting. Tell me about some of the places where you've worked, she asked. I haven't even asked you how old you are. I'm 55. I'm 63, he said. Sure I will. I have to round up my paperwork. I'll be right back here for you. Okay, said our man, heading off to look at Google Maps. Okay, said Celia. Hi again, he said, the next day. Are you there? Good morning, said Celia. I'm just on my way to work. I'll talk to you again later. Good morning, beautiful Celia. How was your night? Hi again. It seems you're busy. I was at work when you messaged me, she said. And then, because he's a doctor, she thought she'd ask him for some medical advice. None of my girls have done that recently. Can I ask you for some advice, please? She said. You're a highly experienced doctor with multiple disciplines. I'm anemic. Should I ask the chemistry department for some iron filings and sprinkle them on my food? Hi, he said. Sorry for a late reply. I was so busy with work. Good morning. How are you doing? Iron, Google informed him, is an essential element of several metabolic processes in humans, including DNA synthesis, electron transport, and oxygen transport. Unlike other minerals, iron levels in the human body are controlled only by absorption. Google rambled on, finished by saying try not to take in more than 45 milligrams of iron a day, unless your doctor prescribes more. Our man added, When last do you have appointment with your doctor? Google then continued, Some people get too much iron because of a condition called hemochromatosis that runs in families. Hello, hope all is well with you. So worried I haven't heard from you, he said. Good night. Good morning, said Celia. That thing isn't an answer to my question, is it? I know what anemia is. I asked, should I ask the chemistry department for some iron filings and sprinkle them on my food? Just FYI, I can also use Google. And she sent a link to the article that he'd copied from. All you need to do is answer my question, please, she said. Faced with a difficult question, our man did what they always do, disappeared. He came back later, hoping she'd forgotten. Good morning. I'm doing good, he said. I'm happy to hear from you. How is your health? Feeling tired, said Celia. Probably the anemia. Could you answer my question, please? Should I ask the chemistry department for some iron filings? Yes, you can do that, he said, because you need 45 milligrams a day. And please, if you're anemic, don't take medical advice from this fake doctor. Visit your own doctor or your pharmacist. Iron filings don't work for anemia. Okay, thanks, said Celia. Always drink water, very important, he said. How long should I take them for? She asked. When last do you have appointment with your doctor? He asked. I don't have another one for 8 weeks, she said. You need to visit your doctor, and he or she will check your physical condition and give you a good prescription. Your health is very important to me, and really care for you, he said. As well as the iron filings, she asked. I was hoping I could save some money. Yes, he said. Okay, thanks, Celia. What are you doing today? He asked. Riding a Wild West Bronco ride, said Celia. What are you doing today? I'm working today. I guess it's quiet at work, she said. Okay, can I get a picture of you today? Yes. My picture is still on Facebook today, she said. I want you to get them here for me. Don't be lazy, said Celia. Tap on the Facebook icon. Only 2 pictures on your profile, LOL, he said. You think I might change into someone else? She asked. No, he said. Want to have your picture here. That will be lovely viewing any time. Can I ask you some questions? Then tap on the Facebook icon, tap on the picture, copy it and paste it here. Yes, what questions? She said. Why are you still single? Why are you still single? She asked. Please ask sensible questions. Are you not interested in getting married again? Hey, come on. What's wrong with my question? Have my reasons of asking? Then tell me your reason, instead of asking personal questions that are none of your business, said Celia. And you haven't told me why you are single. Please don't ask questions that you aren't prepared to answer yourself. And so our man launched into his story. Again, I lost my wife 14 years ago when giving birth to my second child. It was so painful then, But with God I trust it in past now, and hoping for present future. I am really interested to build a lovely strong family with great foundation. I am a family-orientated man. I love family a lot, and I want to love again, and also be loved. I found more interest in you. You're so beautiful and attractive. I love your hair, and also love your profile. I'm a happy man. I'm happy I care for others, and that keep me strong, and get more blessings from God. I told you already. Go back to our chats and check it out. I told you. Yes. You already said all that, said Celia. Now you know, he said. So no need to copy and paste. That doesn't tell me why you're still single, said Celia. Do you get it now, he asked. No, she said, because you still haven't answered the question, have you? Why are you still single? Please don't ask questions that you're unprepared to answer yourself. If you want to continue talking to me, I will now make you answer any question you ask me before I answer it, so I know if I'm supposed to give you a sensible, related answer, or if a random, unconnected answer will do. I'm single, he said, because I haven't found my soulmate, and that my proper of contacting you on Facebook. OK, at last, said Celia, I'm going outside to do some gardening. While I'm there, you can tell me what this means, please. Hoping for present future, because you remember, he'd set it up here. But with God, I trust it in past now, and hoping for present future. Good morning, he said the next day. How are you doing? How's your health? Where have you been? I was at work today, said Celia the next day. I'm still waiting for you to tell me what this means, please. And she copied, hoping for present future. Again. I lost my wife 14 years ago when giving birth to my second child, so on and so on. Hello, how are you doing? I'm still waiting for you to answer my question, said Celia. I do hate men who won't answer a question and keep trying to change the subject. So disrespectful. Adding, and how many times are you going to keep copying and pasting that same bit about your wife? I managed to read it the first time. Meanwhile, back on Facebook, Celia had found a couple of old messages from him. Why ignoring me on Google Chat? He'd asked. Oh, great. One of those entitled men who thinks I should be online 24/7, hanging on their every word. Please answer the question that I asked you on chat. And almost a week later, when he still wasn't answering her, she said, I assume you aren't going to answer me, so goodbye. I have texted you on Google Chat since 2. No response from you. That's so sad, he said. No, you haven't, said Celia. This is the last chat. And she copied and pasted the bit where she said, how many times are you going to keep copying and pasting that same bit about your wife? I managed to read it the first time. And I'm still waiting for an answer. Are you talking to someone else? Back on chat, our man replied, not talking to anyone else. You're the only one I'm in communication with, just that you're not always on here. Then who did you send those phantom messages to? She asked, copying the bit where he'd said, I have texted you on Google Chat since 2. No response from you. That's so sad. That was you. I've been waiting for you to respond, he said. Respond to what? Asked Celia. The last messages on here were from me, and I'm waiting for you to answer. To my request of building a lovely relationship with you, he said. Celia copied her last 2 messages. The bit where she'd said, how many times are you going to keep copying and pasting the same bit about your wife? But hopefully, he continued, lend to marriage. And show me that request, please, said Celia. I can't screenshot with my computer, said our useless man. You mean you can't screenshot a message you didn't send? She said. I lost my wife 14 years ago when giving birth to my second child. You know that one. I copied and pasted, so read it well, he said. And to save me repeating myself, said Celia, she screenshotted, how many times are you going to keep copying and pasting the same bit about your wife? Are you saying you want to marry me? She asked. Because I can't screenshot with my computer. That's why I copied paste it. Are you saying you want to marry me? Yes, he said. But we have to understand each other and get to know each other better. Then please, please, please explain what this means, said Celia, hoping for present future, because I've asked and asked and asked. Are you going to keep ignoring the question? I couldn't possibly marry a man who repeatedly ignores me. I took your email because I'm very interested in you, he tried. Celia copied the whole lot. I never ignore you, he said. She copied it again. "Don't make this difficult, please. I've explained all to you. What else do you want me to explain over this text you screenshot?" She copied again. "What does hoping for present future mean? If you won't answer me, then I don't want to marry you. This is your last chance. Otherwise, you can marry someone else. The present future is you. If you approve my request," he said. "Phew," replied Celia. "I guess it's time for a new husband. Can you cook?" "Sure I can," he said. "What about you?" "Not really," said Celia. "My late husband did the cooking." "I'm a romantic husband," he added, sending 2 faces with hearts. "Good," said Celia. "When are you thinking of getting married?" "Once I end my contract. That's my first plan. I need to be together with my wife and enjoy my retirement together with." "OK. Remind me when you're retiring," said Celia. "This is my last offshore contract." "OK. When does it end?" she asked. "According to the USA MAG agreement, I have to hear for 3 months." "OK," she said. "Left with 2 months. I need your pictures." "You don't need anything. Don't be a bully," said Celia. "My picture is on Facebook. And if the person that you're talking to online tells you they need your pictures or starts demanding pictures, then you know you're talking to a scammer." "You have to send me a special one from your heart," he said. "You can look on Facebook," Cecilia. "The university's cybersecurity team tell us every month that we should never ever send photos to anyone online." "Oh my God," he said. "That means you don't trust me." "Oh," said Celia, "you're impressed that they ensure our safety. Accounts can be hacked, cloned, taken over." "When you're not having any trust for me, that makes things difficult for us," he said. "When you're not listening to what I say, that makes things difficult for us," copied Celia. "In fact, if you can't or won't listen to what I say, I probably don't want to marry you anyway. I personally think it's excellent that our cybersecurity team are in the forefront of ensuring staff and user safety, and you should probably heed their warning yourself. My phone's ringing. I have to go." "Take care," he said. "Text when you're done." "Good evening," she said a bit later. "Sorry I didn't come back earlier. It turned into a nice afternoon, so I decided to do some gardening." "OK, I understand. May the angels from heaven bring the sweetest of all dreams for you. May you have long and blissful sleep, full of happy dreams. Good night, my dear." "Good morning," said Celia the next morning. "Hope you slept well." "Good morning," he said. "How are you doing? Hope you slept well. So sorry. Just replying to your text. I was having issues with my internet access. We got it fixed now." "Hi." "Good evening," said Celia that evening. "I was at work when you messaged earlier. Sorry about your internet problems." "OK. What are you doing today?" he asked. "I was at work," she said the next day, "and things are about to go downhill very fast." "I'm just starting my lunch break now," she said. "What are you doing today? Do you have a date for when you'll be able to come here? I can't wait to meet you." "Same, starting my lunch break. I really miss our chats," he said, and then disappeared. "Do you have a date for when you can come?" she asked. "Guess you didn't miss our chats that much. I have to go back to work now. Please let me know when you think you'll be coming." "Sweetheart, I miss you so much. I'm not aware of the actual dates, so when it's time, the USA MAG will notify my emails." "Oh, OK," said Celia. "It would be really good to know, so I can start making plans. Can you ask them?" "I'll send email to them. How is working today? Hope it not stressful." "I finished early," she said. "I have to start early tomorrow." "OK, sweetie. What do you have at lunch?" Yawn. "Why do you even want to know?" said Celia. "What a childish question. The canteen do an awesome fried worm casserole. Why don't you tell me what you're doing at work today, instead of sounding like one of those childish time wasters that just wants to know what my favourite colour is or what I've eaten? Please." "Hey, come on," he said. "Well, I'd prefer an interesting conversation," said Celia. "Just ask what you have for lunch. What's wrong with that? Isn't it amazing how the scammers, once they've got stuck in the rut, just can't get themselves out of it?" "It sounds childish," said Celia. "I care to know. That's why I ask." "A sandwich," said Celia. "What did you have for lunch?" "Just had fruits juice," he said. "How long are you planning to stay when you come?" she asked. "This is my last offshore." "Offshore?" asked Celia. "Once I'm done with this contract, I got my retirement. Yes, it's an offshore contract." "Oh, what are you doing?" asked Celia. "I'm at my office, preparing some paperworks." "That ubiquitous paperwork. Beloved of all scammers, if the person that you're talking to online repeatedly tells you that they're doing paperwork, then there's a very high chance that you're talking to a scammer. They say that because, of course, they can't describe the jobs that they claim that they're doing. No, said Celia, what are you doing? Offshore. I'm talking to you, he said. Obviously, said Celia. I told you already. Why are you offshore? What are you on? What do you do on whatever you're on? No, this is the first time you've told me you're offshore. So what do you do offshore? I'm working on a contract with the USA MGS. I'm on a contract. I told you that already. Yes, what do you do? Asked Celia, and why are you offshore? Why are you being so evasive? I'm not, just that you misunderstand me sometimes. Don't you understand the word offshore? It's a contract whereby I travel to work for years or months. Yes, I understand the word offshore, said Celia, which is why I'm asking you, why are you offshore and what are you on that's offshore? It shouldn't be difficult to answer. For example, on a ship, a rig, a submarine. What are you on that's offshore? No, I understand why you misunderstand me, he said. Oh, you mean it's you that doesn't know what offshore means? Both are similar, he said. Both of what are similar? Asked Celia. Please type something that makes sense. It's my fault of putting it to with that word. Please type something that makes sense. Anything, said Celia. To cut it short to your understanding, I'm on a contract here in Saudi Arabia, and you know that already. Don't be rude, said Celia. I know that. Why are you offshore and what are you on? I'm not rude. Why do you think so? Two simple questions, and I'd like an answer, please, said Celia. To cut it short to your understanding was rude and condescending. Please answer the questions. Why are you offshore? What are you on offshore? If you refuse to answer again, you can go away, because I'm getting fed up with you. Hey, listen to me! I tell you that already. Really? No, you have not. Tell you that already, said Celia. Why are you offshore? You're fed up with me, he said. What are you on that's offshore? Never mind, he said. Two very, very, very simple questions that you refuse to answer. Why are you offshore? Since you don't want to understand, he said. Why are you offshore? I'm tired of explaining. Why are you offshore? You've not explained even once. You aren't offshore, are you? You're lying to me. I know you're lying to me, otherwise it'd be easy to tell me why, and it'd be easy to tell me what you're on. But you don't know that either, do you? It's you that doesn't know what offshore means. Goodbye. Goodbye, he said. See, I knew you were lying to me. At least look up offshore so you know what it means. Idiot, said Celia, and ghosted him. So our man talked to himself for a while. Whatever, you're rude. What nonsense do you know? Who are you calling an idiot? You lack respect, I think so. Common understanding is what you lack. You just upset me by calling me an idiot. I regret this conversation. How dare you insult me? What gave you the right? And actually, to be fair to our man, if you look up offshore, if you're talking about investments, it does mean what most people would call overseas. However, Celia had ghosted him by then, and so that was the end of our man. Shame, I guess the wedding is off. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.